I know the topics I've spoken about the last couple of videos got quite heated. Yeah, but this one's going to be on motivation, just a nice easy one. Making these videos actually gets me motivated, you know. I don't get anxious, like even just walking along, recording as I am, just puts me in a good place, being honest. I try not to slouch down as much, so I keep my head up when I'm doing it, but looking back at the camera every so often. What I spoke about recently was how alcohol destroys your motivation. I'm back out like walking like 10 kilometres. Now, when I say that sounded like an absolutely terrible idea, that's an understatement. Like, so just to touch on how it does damage your motivation. But I've already talked about that, so I just want to talk about motivation in general. And it all just kind of comes from everything that I've talked about previously. Some days you won't feel motivated. So what is it that gets you up and out? What is it that gets you to go and lift some weights or go for that walk or that run? Because believe it, like, walk is good for you. I don't know why I thought you had to just run. Like, I can do this, you know. I enjoy doing it. Makes me feel good. Especially like making the videos, which is why I'm doing them as I walk, because I feel in a better place to make them. The last few will be in a more heated sort of way, but I'm pretty sure you can understand why, can't you? Not an easy topic to discuss, for sure. So, motivation is, in my opinion, it's easy to start something. And I don't mean like psych yourself up, because there is definitely a lot of motivation that you need to start something. And you go, oh, I just don't feel it today, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll get back to it. And you never do. Especially with poor mental health, like, you will a lot of times just go, fuck it, can't be arsed. Which is fair enough. I get that. There are times when I just don't feel like there's any reserves left of energy. And some days I'm literally just getting out so that I don't feel as shit. Went for a swim yesterday, like a cold water swim. I didn't feel great, I hadn't slept very well, but I feel an awful lot better today because I got myself out with my brother and we did it, you know. And like it was like -1 degrees by the end, you know, and we got in. I think it was something like 2 degrees by the time we got into the water. Hadn't quite yet gotten to freezing. But it's felt shit, didn't feel good yesterday at all. So, like, managing to actually get myself in felt so much better afterwards, to the point where I can get in today, you know. So my mum always said something like energy produces energy. Don't know how true that is, but there's definitely something in it though, in fairness. It's like how you act one day will prepare you for the next, so it's just turning up every day. When I decided to go on my cut, that's what I did. My brother was even saying how my cardio was pretty shit, like I wasn't doing an awful lot of cardio. And I said, yeah, but I'm doing it every day. I'm getting my 10,000 steps in every day. So I managed to lose weight doing a night shift, having a pizza at the weekend, drinking as well. Difference was I wasn't drinking so much that I couldn't exercise. So say if I went out, I'd have done something on the Saturday, and the next day I'd get my 10,000 steps in. So it's something, you know what I mean? Which is very important, that you just get something done every day, so you can feel better in yourself, because that's what it really comes down to. Like if you go out drinking one night and you feel like absolute shit the next day, not a hope in hell are you training, is there? So you can't just summon the motivation out of nowhere, and it's like you're borrowing happiness from tomorrow, which is very true. You get what you put in. You're putting shit into your body, get shitty results. But when you are depressed, believe me, I know how hard it is to get up and get out. Which is why I wished I'd been easier on myself, not had to burn myself out, but it puts me in a position where I do know from personal experience, and only personal experience. Like, I'm not giving medical advice, but I am saying I pushed myself to the limit, and it got me burnt out badly. When I start valuing just getting my steps in, going for cold water swims, cycling when I can. I have to get my bike fixed up actually. But showing up every day, only having like 3 exercises that I'll do in a weightlifting session, still trying to psych myself up to go and do some deadlifts and some Bulgarian split squats. Very easy to psych yourself up for an upper body day when you're a man, isn't it? When you're a bloke and you're doing upper body sessions, so easy to psych yourself up for them. Not so easy for the lower body days. Shout out to all the girls out there who do, and put men to shame. Credit where it's due. I always did put value on training legs though, and I enjoyed it actually when I was bigger, because I had more mass to move the bar, you know. And plus I've dodgy alpha in these. But I do enjoy training squats and working on my technique. But instead of making excuses, what I found is cut back, don't do as much. You don't have to be dying after every exercise. No way. That's definitely a myth. And what I say to myself is, doing something is better than doing nothing. That keeps me going. That keeps me showing up week after week, day after day, hour after hour. Don't make it daunting, and I would encourage that you have a journal. Have a journal where you can see, didn't fail it today, but got my arse in, did a session, did a workout, even though didn't fail it at all. That's why I like to journal and put it down, you know. Because you can go and look at that and go, right, got something done, may not have been great, but showed up, gave it a go. I put more value on that now than always smashing a personal best, you know. You don't always have to break a personal record of yours. It can be hard when you have to just keep showing up, for sure. So the hardest part is actually getting started. But when you've started, it's easy to feel motivated because you've gotten something done. And then the hardest part after that is sticking with it. the plateau happens. And when that happens, it's time to change it up, right? Use working out as an analogy because it's a good one, you know, it is a good one to use. But it's true, you know, just showing up every day will get you results. I know, because it worked for me, and I'm a lad who struggles to shift weight. Now when you've got mental illness, physical illness, there can be different things, different factors playing a role. I get that 100%. And it's also harder to psych yourself up. We're all different, you know, which is another thing. Do the best that you can do. Don't be worrying about everybody else. Very easy to do that. I know, I'm guilty of it myself. Comparing yourself. Yeah, another fucking mental dog. There's one that went for our lad before, you know. Nice dog when you're not with your dog. Very aggressive around other dogs. It's a Swiss Shepherd, lovely looking dog, but fucking insane when it's around other dogs. Just like a white German Shepherd, basically. But yeah, don't be comparing yourselves. It's easier said than done, I know. But that's why I like to take pictures. Because I'm a vain prick as well. But no, it's actually to keep myself motivated, and it works for sure. Saying that you've come further than you were does motivate you for definite. Like, when I see how much weight I did lose when I put my mind to it, I was like, yeah, and that was all through showing up. How strong I got, like, through just lifting every week, showing up. Gained a bit too much weight down, was like, yeah, need to cut back on that. So you'll find what works for you. And when you've got mental illness, it's very hard to stay motivated. There's certain times where you'll have to put certain things on hold and go, right, I just don't have it in me right now. I'm mentally ill, I'm not dealing with it well, I've got to get to grips with that, or I won't be able to go outside the house, never mind do a workout. Very hard to summon the motivation then, I know that. Get yourself out though on the beautiful countryside or wherever, you know, just go out, get some fresh air. Nothing worse than sitting in all day and having cabin fever, feeling groggy, you know, staring at the TV all day. That'll destroy your motivation for sure. But yeah, work at your own pace. Don't compare yourself. It really is. Comparison really is the thief of all joy. That's what I was looking for. That's all I have to say on that. Thanks, guys. If you like this stuff, please share it. It might help somebody else out. I'm not doing this, like, I want to grow the channel, obviously, but doing this to try and share my experience, and some people have already messaged me saying they can relate 100%.